It's Jera Cup all over again, guys. If you were here on Sunday, it was the same between the two. And actually, there, FoCuS took the 2-0 lead. That would be the win for him here. In Jera Cup, actually, Happy ended up winning, coming back all the way with 3-2 in the best of 5. But here, we only have best of 3.
True that, man. What happened at Jera Cup? I wasn't able to watch it thanks to my internet. But 2-0 lead and then 3-0 in a row by Happy. That's quite insane.
Yeah, FoCuS started making a few mistakes, to be honest, towards the later stages of the series. But Happy also turned up the heat. He started playing much better. And surprisingly, won the last 3 games 3 times with exactly the same strategy. Like, exactly the same. There was a Pit Lord timing push with Destroyers. And the first 2 games, it didn't work. The last 3 games, it did work. So, Happy... We all know him to be very strong, but he is still super predictable.
That's pretty interesting, because I think the Pit Lord fell out of the meta a little bit. Everybody picked the Dark Ranger over him. So, Happy bringing him back and being successful with it. I wonder if we see the same. Well, on Turtle Rock, we have close position, everybody. And I will test something here, because I have my Warcraft muted. If I'm enabling this sound right now, do you hear the sound as well?
No.
Shouldn't be the case. No? Oh, nice. That's way better than for me. But yeah, FoCuS starting on the left and Happy on the right, on the topper, or on the upper side of Turtle Rock. DK, early fiends, and FoCuS already crept the first one, but he's not greedy as always, not going for the merchant, but rather harasses right away with the first circlet that he found.
Yeah, in Jera Cup they also played Turtle Rock. There, FoCuS spawned in the position where now Happy is, and then he went towards the right shop, the right merchant, and crept the entire thing with the Grunt and the Blade Master. But as you said here, he's not taking too many risks. He's gonna try to harass here and actually gets the kill of the one hatchling little turtle, getting more experience for him and denying it for the DK. Didn't get the slippers though, that would have been the dream find, but this will be picked up by Happy.
Yeah, for the Lich, maybe interesting, but I think he'd rather sell it. Tier 2 by Happy, focused already 40% on Tier 2. And I wonder how he plays it. I mean, close position, what's FoCuS's answer to that?
Yeah, especially with how the metagame is currently. In the past would have said, oh, that's really good for Orc, but nowadays they don't really like to go aggressive anymore. Neither early with Grunts, since they always go 1 Borrow, so we have very few Grunts in the start. And also not with the SH, because that's the big thing with a Pit Lord push. You need level 3 Shadow Hunter. Otherwise, it's almost unwinnable. It's almost GG right off the bat. The Undead can have Lich level 2, that's okay, but you cannot have an SH level 2, you need level 3. That's why usually we see the Orcs prioritizing creeping instead. But now he is actually looking for some damage on the DK. Does have 3 circlets here, so quite a bit of mana to use as well. Well, speaking of which, actually, he used most of his mana pool already. Grunt looking if he can block, perhaps. Oh, a second one coming in with a good block that could result in something. Since there is no aura yet, this is a little harder for Happy than it usually would be. And that was the little, that was the tiny little hatchling that was denied. That keeps him here on level 1.
Pretty cool. Also, FoCuS stealing this circlet away from Happy and a bit of experience on the 12 o'clock position spot from the Ogres. So the Lich will have a little harder time to reach level 2 himself. Another coil being used, and this is the second last one. Mana regeneration will fill him up. But yeah, DK 50%. No regeneration at the moment, or no additional regeneration at the moment. And more hits from FoCuS. I think Happy has to stay passive for the early stages of Tier 2.
Yeah, I like how FoCuS is adjusting here. He realizes that there is a decent opportunity for him to be aggressive with close positions, and he's draining a lot of mana, getting a lot of HP off the DK. As we can see, he has no more coils left, but it comes at a price. He hasn't been able to find a Fiend kill yet, so his experience count is super low.
Yeah.
Finding time to creep SH and Blade Master to level 3 before the Undead hits his Pit Lord push, which is what I imagine will be coming, can be really tough. Of course, you want to be level 3 DK, but you don't even necessarily have to be level 3 DK for that push.
Yeah, I was thinking the same. Like, usually on Turtle Rock, it's absolutely no problem to creep up to level 5, 4, 4, 3 at least, and get some good items. But with the push that you were mentioning, with the fast Destroyer Pit Lord push, that might not be happening here.
And he's still hanging out outside the base. Yeah, the SH is coming in, the Grunts. In the middle of the map, don't quite know what they were doing. Maybe he didn't have vision of the undead army for a little bit and thought they were down there or something.
The thing is, what is better, like a low-level orc or a low-level undead?
I think
Both
the undead
are very
only needs,
reliant.
I think the undead only needs level 2 DK. Honestly, that might even be good enough. But now big camp being taken by the orc. The skeleton sees this, but I don't think it's in time. Can he steal the last hit? That would be sick. No.
It was close
Gets
though.
it.
Hurry up the vitality, not the greatest item, but against fiends I always like it because there's many shots and there's a big focus on the Blade Master, so he might dodge a few attacks here and there, but maybe just switch it for an Invo Potion or something. Creeping goes on, Happy still going for the little one, saving experience for the Lich, or what's his game plan here?
I don't know. He could have gone perhaps even for the gold mine right next to where he is right now, on the back of the turtle. But that's dangerous for getting creep jacked. And if you can grab up a red camp here, that would be great after the little green one. But that is once again dangerous. And FoCuS, he has a very good idea. I almost wanted to say it looks very suspicious. But yeah, he sees the corpses now. So now he knows what's going on. The DK is going to get the last hit and gets a bad item. And he will have to TP out of this. How quick is the TP going to be? Oh, the Hex first, so he can perhaps even get 2 Fiends. That would be disastrous for Happy, using the call here to heal up 1 Fiend, but that was a late TP. But he will get away with only 1 Fiend lost. That is okay for him, but still a good find for FoCuS.
Exactly, gets a Fiend, hurts another one, gets level 2 for his Shadow Hunter. The item would have been great for him though. But it was nice micro by Happy again, saving that hurt Fiend with moving the healthy one in front. I like that, so it was bad, but it could have been worse for him. Still, losing the town portal, losing 215 gold on that Fiend and damage output slows him down, and that's it was a bit risky, but the Ensnare upgrade just finished at the perfect timing. I mean, he just approached the scene, the upgrade was ready, and so the Ensnare was there to make sure to get the Fiend. Now he continues to get to the rat spots, and as we know, he's always lucky with the items. The Ogre Lord carries some good ones.
And of course, good items here are great, but he needs experience more so than anything else. SH needs level 3, seriously. If Happy goes for the push and the SH is not level 3, despite the fact that he killed a Fiend, he will most likely lose this game. So, can he reach level 3 before the Pit Lord is out? Well, for now, actually, Happy is not yet looking for the push right away, going for his own red camp. That will be level 3 here for the DK. And the Warsong Battle Drums. That, along with the Pit Lord damage reduction, he's gonna have such a big stat advantage.
This is basically a counter to the Kodos, just a little bit. Not fully, because they will be upgraded soon. Tome of Experience, by the way, for FoCuS. That is level 3 guaranteed. Or maybe giving it to the TC. Yeah. So he needs one more creep for level 3 on the Shadow Hunter, a little camp for the TC as well, and then he's set with Windwalk 2 or Crit, not too sure. But Heal Wave level 2 and Stomp and Aura. That's quite nice.
And the items you found, I mean, the Helm of Valor, there is better stuff, but it's still pretty damn good for the Demon Hunter, for the Blade Master, excuse me. Always needs HP and tankiness, and of course always can use some damage. And also the Pendant of Energy on the SH, that is the nuts. Level 2 for the TC now. He has the Scroll of the Beast as well. Against Destroyers, of course, that won't be too useful. But Happy, he's taking his sweet time. At Jeracup, he was hitting these pushes way sooner. But now the ghouls are leaving the base. It looks like we're gonna have a Pit Lord push here coming in. But from what it seems like to me, FoCuS should be ready.
Yeah, he's even going Headhunters. Levels, as we said, are good. Let's see what item he can get. Big Mana would be the dream. And he gets the Big Mana. Well,
oh my god, these items, dude, are
lucky.
so ridiculous.
Yes. But there's no reinforced defenses, so with a few destroyers, here's the Pit Lord, by the way, with a few destroyers, you could wreck the burrows.
There's gonna be level 3 here for the Lich, making a little pit stop at the green camp. We have 2 destroyers up in the air. He may even want 2 more. The last one, then he's at 56. Against 50 supply, but these Orc heroes, man, are pretty damn strong, and the inventory is absolutely sick for him. He's moving in against the statue first. That's out of mana. Calling over onto the Raider, but well saved here with the Heal Wave, and the Scroll of Speed still will die in the end. The TC in the middle of everything. Where's the Stomp? There it is! Hitting pretty well. Not that amazingly, but also the Kodo gets to eat. That's a good grab for him. The next Raider, however, has fallen. The SH in trouble again. I think the Heal Wave may be on cooldown. He has to run, and he will survive. If this hero dies, the game is most likely over. Kodo Beast getting focus and actually getting healed at the very last moment. FoCuS is microing his little heart out here, but it's still such a dangerous push to play against. And once again, he forgot The dust of appearance. I've seen him making this mistake so many times. How can this still keep happening? And the thing with this push is, of course, the Fiends may be dying or at least in the ground, but what can you do against Destroyers? With Berserkers, he may have an answer. The asset again getting focused, but he does a good job here. Not going to the grave too quickly. And actually, looks like this push has been held pretty well. Going for the Lich, the invul has to be popped. The last Raider once again will be falling. But yeah, FoCuS holds on.
Look at the Destroyers, man. 10 supply flying there with a combined 200 HP, but for how much longer? He doesn't have the vision as it just turns nighttime.
And we have 3 Fiends in the base.
Exactly. He said it's
supply.
held pretty well, but man, Happy, this micro is so good, as you said. No dust, saving 3 Fiends there. I think even the 4th one. Saving the 2 Destroyers there. It's just really, really good. 57 supply against only 45. And there's only 1 Raider. There's 1 Kodo that is severely hurt. The heroes, for that state of the game, not that great anymore. Just 3-3-2. And Happy, man, he's looking sick.
And the greater mana is gone. The Kodo's low HP.
Yeah.
Doesn't really look like FoCuS wants to fight right now, but Happy is going to give him a little bit more time. Taking out the camp here in the middle between the 2 bases. Going to be level 2 for the Pit Lord. With one of the worst skills in the game. I know Chad is going to get triggered right now. For some reason, Chad loves cleave attack.
I think that's mostly due to some custom maps where...
Dude, in Footman Frenzy, it was crazy. Boots of Quel'Thalas here for the Blade Master, a very welcome item. He's gonna get level 4 as well. He had the crit level 2 before already, but still nice. Or is he even gonna get it? Oh, so close.
Plus 30 Blade Master.
And he's so far away from the base now, and of course orcs never buy a TP.
He has a speed scroll though.
Still gonna take a while. The shop is gone already. I think you should set it up right away again in the back of the base. If you have no shop to back up your defense, it's really hard. DK, by the way, did go for mana potion. He is not full mana, however. Lich, also only 1 Nova. So the mana isn't looking perfect for FoCuS, but I think it's looking even worse for Happy.
Yeah, the Beastery is gone. He rebuilds it there, but it's gonna take some time. So no Raider reinforcements. And finally, FoCuS is approaching the scene with only 50 food, though, against 60 and good heroes. He's going for the Fiends, but again, there's dust. There's Burrow, no dust. Shadowhunter in trouble immediately. No potion on him whatsoever. The Stomp was nice, but 4 Destroyers in the air. That is so much damage. Everything can be dispelled if there's... Oh, it's actually no need for it, but the Shadowhunter, he's out of the fight for now.
Yeah, as soon as he shows his face, it seems like he's getting focused, but he did survive, but he's so far away now. What's he doing? Looking for a 4th hero at the tavern, perhaps? But that's not possible. This is not Footman Frenzy, as we said earlier, where you can have unlimited amounts of heroes. Does he have a dust of appearance now? Yes, he learned from his mistake. The 1 Fiend is gonna die. That was the last Fiend, in fact. The 1 Kodo Beast once again getting saved nicely. Mana potion on the DK, and the Destroyer's up in the air. Now, when you have no more Headhunters, how can you kill them? Of course the Blade Master can attack, but nothing else.
Yeah, but there's 2 coils, and I don't think he has the time for the Blade Master, exactly. The Headhunters are standing there. Oh my god, what a mistake. 4 supply or something, just standing around. And he lacks the damage against them. Still 4 Destroyers, they're all healthy. The Kodo Beast is gone, and so are the 30 damage, or the 30 plus damage on the Blade Master. He's trying to go for heroes. He actually has no real plan what to focus on. He gets the Destroyer there, but now he's left with only his heroes.
SH out of mana. He doesn't have a shop either. Never mind, he has a shop. Needs to buy something quickly. Mana potion, and he's gonna use it as well.
Ooh, that was close. So now he has 4 Headhunters in the base, and Happy sees, okay, against that, maybe I don't want to fight.
Damn. It's
interesting,
really,
man.
This is a high-level Orc versus Undead game.
Yeah.
Both players here doing their best, and Happy coming so close to breaking his opponent, and it looked like FoCuS was perhaps losing this game, but just
I thought he
barely holds on.
I don't think he saved the Headhunters intentionally for a comeback or anything.
No, I'm not saying that. but the rest was pretty well done.
Yeah.
And the thing about this is the TC gets stronger and stronger, so does SH Blade Master and, SH and Blade Master. Of course, the DK and the Lich keep on scaling well as well, but the Pit Lord is not a hero who, you know, you want to take super late. Yeah, of course he gets stronger on level 3, but not by much. TC level 3, big upgrade. Even level 4, big upgrade. And level 5 TC. I still think Stomp level 3 is the most ridiculous skill in the game, aside from ultimates.
if you pick like a Dark Ranger, she scales very well in the late game because you get skeletons and your Lich is level 4, you can eat those skeletons. The skeletons do real good damage to raiders and headhunters, so you benefit from basically everything. You have a bigger silence spell to use, so that's all nice. But the Pit Lord, I mean...
And in the late game here, as we saw, as the damage is getting so big, of course also healing is such a big deal, and disabling healing with a Dark Ranger also very helpful. The Pit Lord, he just mitigates the damage a little bit, and that's it. And he's still not level 3. So I think it looks like FoCuS has weathered the storm here. I think the advantage now firmly lies with him.
Well, let's see if he has Dust now. And he does, but only one charge.
Ooh. I like this. Temple of the Damned. He realizes, alright, the timing window for this Destroy push is over. I have to transition into some better late game. And
that is where the synergy with the Pit Lord really comes into play, because you have Curse from the Banshees, especially against the Blade Master, then you have Hall of Terror applied, so you have a big mischance and the mitigated damage. So basically, there won't be anything left that does damage, because there's no spell, no walkers to get rid of that.
Yeah, I think that's perhaps the one mistake that FoCuS is making here. He should have been scouting for this, because you really, as you say, want walkers against this. Because Banshees plus Pit Lord is sick damage mitigation. I think on level 1 Howl, it's like 52% damage mitigation, and on level 2 Howl, it's like 60%. It's really crazy.
And we saw some games where Scroll of the Beast really did a difference in a fight or decided fights, and that's only 25%. So, you know what 50% do to you in an army.
But these Orc heroes are getting really scary. Now here he didn't find the best drop, only the Ring of Regen. I don't know, towards the right, the little yellow camp with the ogres, is the claw still there? Or... No, that's been picked up before, right? I think so. Oh, but Tiny Great Hall! Whoops, I didn't even see this! FoCuS is setting up a new base down here, and that puts a timer now on Happy.
It's true, and he's still camping in his base. There's not too much that he's doing.
This is scary timing, though. 3 Banshees, Frenzy Ghouls as well. This is scary on that army with 64 supply moving out. FoCuS once again will have to hold this push, but if he does, this game must be his.
Yeah, but there's so many ghouls now with Frenzy, and what are the headhunters supposed to do against this? Do we have a heal scroll or anything? I don't think so. Just an Invul Potion, 2 Invul Potions. Blade Master has one himself, so 3. Almost no healing. 2 Kodo Beasts, I like that.
Here
we go, Pit Lords! Oh, he needs a coil immediately, gets it there.
Didn't use the Hall of Terror yet. There we go, finally has it, and now basically everything does half damage. So, does he still have enough damage with these strong heroes? Double level up for Happy Side, level 4 Lich, and level 3 Pit Lord. Now even more damage mitigation. Banshees in the front perhaps, and the back not able to curse everything. But the SH survives on 10 HP. I didn't even see it. The focus fire was so fast, but there was a lot of damage in Happy's army, but not too tanky of an army, because suddenly everything seems to be gone. And once again, FoCuS has held on. His SH, where is he? Once again out of the fight, only healing up himself. So the Blade Master could be vulnerable, but he's level 5! Almost 300 crits right here. The TC with the big storms as well. Pit Lord in trouble. And I think, yeah, he's doing it. He's holding this push once again. Focus fire on the blade. He's hexing against the DK. The storm coming in as well. He wants to get the Lich. Can he get the Lich? He cannot. The Lich will survive. Blade Master has to run away. The SH has one more heal wave, but only one.
Oh, the headhunters are finding the cursing bitches, and they suffer from this. The raiders as well. So the cast is almost out of the fight here. Hall of Terror reapplied to the Blade Master. 2 misses in a row after 2 crits in a row before. But now he gets rid of the statue. No more health regeneration. No more mana regeneration. Saves the Kodo Beast again for a few seconds. And there's still headhunters standing
DK
strong.
Getting focused. He has Death Pack, but what can he eat? I think he ate a skeleton or something, but that only helps him for a few seconds. As with the next ensnare, he should die. The raiders, it's cooling down. He's trying to run away, trying to loop around the forest. And he will escape, but for how long does he really save his first hero? Here comes the backstab with the Purge as well. Ensnare's flying, and that's the GG. And finally, FoCuS has done it. Damn.
Wow.
That was one hard game.
That was a tug of war for, I don't know, 25 minutes or something. That was, like, I like the resiliency of FoCuS, how he, like, constantly got rid of Happy's pushes, defended it super close. Some pushes was like, if you kill the third hero here, or if you kill like 1-2 units more, then it's definitely over. But he held on, fought like a little lion, and got the victory here. 1-0 for the Korean.
Yeah, dude, really well played. Was the focus of Jera Cup the first 2 games, the last one. And I couldn't even fault Happy for making many mistakes. This was just Orc versus Undead on the highest level. That was like so enjoyable. In the very, very last fight, many of the Banshees were not close enough to hex the backline of the Berserkers. That was a bit of a mistake. And the first Howl of Terror was also late. But those are like little things.
Ah, okay, so they weren't in range for the curse on the Headhunters. Or what are you saying?
Yeah.
Okay, because you said hex, I was a little confused. But yeah, they did a lot of damage, the Headhunters. I thought, okay, is the transition a little too late? Because like he almost lost the barracks there as well after he lost the bestiary. But all of a sudden he had like 6 of them. And if it's a close combat game or fight, then they really shine. I mean, they don't have the biggest range of them all. It's not easy for them to fight, especially if a lot of melee is involved, which was the case in the last fight with a good amount of ghouls.
Yeah. But FoCuS really deserved that win. I don't know if he was actually baiting the hero FoCuS. Remember how many times that SH got focused and he never died. Yeah. So this was a lot of mana, not entirely wasted by Happy, because the SH was still missing out of the fight and stuff, but that could have been invested more effectively. If like those 3 Novas that don't lead to a kill instead hit all of the Berserkers, then perhaps they all die, you know?
Yeah.
So, yeah. Really cool, though. I really enjoyed that game, and this is... Even though the Jera Cups can sometimes get a little stale with these 2 always meeting in the final, it still provides oftentimes with such amazing games as the last one.
Like, back in the day, there was always FoCuS versus Remind in the Zotac finals, and that was pretty horrible since Night Elf Orc, you know. But I could watch this day in and day out. One of the best matchups, 2 amazing players. And so it continues. Happy has to win this, otherwise he finds himself in a lower bracket. And like, when did it happen the last time that Happy was in a lower bracket in a tournament?
Usually he makes it through to the final and only then finds himself a real challenge. Might be a different story today.
Yesterday was already crazy, as you pointed out in the intro. So, Lawlight losing, Cash winning versus Orc. A lot of stuff happened in Baltplay Cup Group A that we didn't expect. And maybe we see it happening again here today in Group B.
If I recall correctly, on Sunday, Happy won the game on AZ.
I can check that.
Not quite sure. But I can tell you, it was a pit lord push once again. And I wonder, is Happy seriously gonna play the same strat, like possibly through 8 maps against FoCuS? Does he like not think, like, couldn't you like throw in 1 Dark Ranger Banshee game? It seems like he always wants to go nowadays for pit lord and destroyer push. I would love to ask him why that is, but it seems that he's convinced this is a better strategy.
Happy did win the game on Amazonia on Sunday, and that was the start of his comeback.
Ah, yeah. And AZ can be tough for the Orc here. We have to remember, last game he found amazing items. Even if he doesn't find those items, maybe he doesn't win that game, or otherwise, or at least holding on isn't so easy for FoCuS. And also, getting level 3 TC and level 2 level 3 SH, excuse me, and level 2 TC here reliably can be very difficult. Blade Master now.
Do you think, like, against this specific strategy of Happy with the early pit lord push, do you think the TC is a good choice? Because the problems seem to be like the destroyers and not the rest, and the TC doesn't do anything against the destroyers.
Yeah, I don't think the TC is the best against that strat necessarily, unless you survive and get level 3. Then it's really good.
Yeah.
But especially level 1 TC is kind of dog poop. Level 1 TC is not worth 425 gold. Level 2 TC amplifies the entire army. I would say that's pretty good, especially for the Blade Master, but also for all the melee units needing to get in range. But yeah, level 1 TC is really bad. So you really want to be level 2 TC against the push, and you have to be level 3 SH. I felt
Focus
like
on the
he
bottom,
could have
right?
had played that push last time a little bit earlier, and then the SH perhaps would not have been level 3. But, well, that's all water under the bridge now. And the Blade Master, dude, he is snacking up the items, and...
Whoa! My god.
The drops.
Boots of Keltaras and Scourge Bone Chimes. FoCuS just won 2 lotteries in a row.
Yeah. Always trying to go for the grunt kill here. Can he block even against the Scroll of Speed? No, not quite. I think this item may be a little overrated in this matchup, and especially with the way that Happy plays. We saw he ignored the Blade Master completely. He focused everything else, never the Blade Master. He wanted to reserve that hero for when everything else is dead. And that is also what he showed at Jera Cup. He never ever focused the Blade. Of course, it also gives a little bit of HP regen to the rest of the army. But I think especially the Boots of Quel'Thalas, since he's gonna be untouched for so long, are super good.
That's pretty crazy. Like, +6 damage, and the attack speed, and the Gloves of Haste on top of it. Look, like, he can tank the spot alone, and he doesn't even lose HP.
Yeah, for creeping, of course, it's really, really good. And he's also super fast level 3 here. Almost with this, he needs a little bit more, but same is the case for Happy. Did a good job here creeping himself. He's gonna plant the anti-sapper ward, because FoCuS is known throughout the land for playing a bit of that, sapper shenanigans. Oh, this is really cool. He's gonna use the Wands of Illusion now to tank up the natural and gonna steal his opponent's creep camp here and the big item.
Next
really
level
good.
creep route by FoCuS. I mean, we saw a few undeads doing that, especially 1-2-0 with skeletons to go for the items in the upper left and bottom right. But with the illusions here, he got 3 of the biggest items on this map in less than 6 minutes. Happy gets the other one though. That's nice. Big mana potion, really good.
Ooh, that is so sick for the push. That is so many more coils, dude. That's kind of crazy. Healing potion here for the Orc, never bad. I wonder if he may want to consider giving that over to the SH with how much Happy seemed to want to focus the second hero. Speaking of SH, he has now arrived. He has brought a Scroll of Speed as well. It is not daytime yet though, so he can't go for the Sappers yet. And is he actually trying to play aggressively early with an SH? Is this a ladder game, Neo? He's going for the ghouls? Okay, he's gonna get one of them. It looks like, and the slaughterhouse, and that is actually a big deal. That will be delaying the destroyers for so much.
He has only 65. Loses a grunt now, but that's okay. I guess.
The SH.
Oh, yeah, that was something that I wanted to point out as well. The SH might be dead, but the Lich is taking so much damage as well, and it's dead before the SH even. Both second heroes fall. And he got a grunt and the slaughterhouse, and he can run away now.
Yeah. I think that's better for Happy though. Because, as I said before, SH needs level 3, Lich doesn't need level 3. And
okay, he has 3 ghouls now. I thought he might be Lumberstuck for the Destroyer upgrade, but that's not the case. So
that is true. Yeah, I wasn't considering the Destroyers there for a moment. That is really a big deal. But as far as heroes goes, that is really bad for the Orc.
Also, he doesn't have regen now. No HP regen, no mana regen, no stat use for a long time. That could hurt him as well.
Yeah.
How fast can he creep the Shadowhunter anyway? There's not too much left on the map. His natural is gone. There's the laboratory, obviously, but the Renegade is also gone. He gets level 2.5 easily, but 3? I don't know.
I think if Happy goes for a push here and decides to change up his micro and focus the Blade Master, then FoCuS gonna have a rough time because there's not gonna be enough healing for him. By the way, speaking of Blade, he's got a Scroll of Speed in his inventory. But there is a Sentry Ward. Oh, and he's getting creep dragged right now. Is he gonna lose the SH again? That cannot happen. That must not happen. And he will save him as well. Seems like the Grunt will be getting away also. The Lich went for Nova before, remember. He doesn't have Frost Armor here. And this is an early fight that usually the Undead doesn't want to take without the Orb of Corruption. We have an Orb advantage here for the Orc. He's gonna get the first Fiend. And the SH is getting focused once again. Shadowhunter dies as well. But that's 2 Fiends for an SH. And now what's the third hero choice? Happy's right next to the tavern. He can buy something if he has the money for it. But he's gonna TP out of this. And he's gonna get the Raider almost. Fiend shots flying in. And he actually gets the long range kill.
Wow. Nice calculation to get out of there with the Raider. and the hero kill, but he lost the TP, but his Lich is level 2 now. From all the kills he got in the end. Still a Destroyer upgrade, and also no third hero, as you pointed out before. Everything is delayed here. The Orb is now ready on the undead side, so is the first dead hero. He gets the Slippers of Agility +3 again. And the Blade Master is getting level 4, but that is some necessary experience on the Shadow Hunter, I guess. He is close to level 2 too, but...
But only now the TC is coming. Like, when is the TC gonna reach level 2?
Yeah, and how?
Oh, he's hoping for some experience at the red camp, but that is dangerous. Happy right around the corner. He's gonna take them to the trolls here. No third hero yet for him. Oh, FoCuS reaching around from the other side. And trying to creep jack here. And here we go, going for the Lich right away. There has to be long range coil, but very well timed here with the Hex, forcing the invul early. But the return kill will be the Raider, or the return trade, I guess. And Scroll of Speed to get out of there. He's gonna kill a ghoul, that's gonna be his level up to level 2. But that was a Raider for an invul, not a good trade.
There's a Fiend coming, but he doesn't get it there. Happy at 300 gold, FoCuS at 40 food. The TC is out now. Waiting for the Storm to arrive and then maybe re-engage, but maybe not the smartest idea. He scouts for the third hero. And it's a Dark Ranger this time.
Alright. Blade Master trying to be annoying here, trying to take out one of the statues, but doesn't want to overstay his welcome. Has to worry about silence now as well in the base. We don't have a Temple of the Damned, instead Destroyer form upgrade is coming in. TC creeping up with the Shadow Hunter, and this is not the levels that you want to have as the Orc. The Blade Master's a little too high and the rest is too low. But Happy, biding his time. Doesn't have an invul on the Lich either. By the way, Dark Ranger with 3 slippers. Serious damage dealer.
Yeah, well, with the Orb of Darkness, or with the Black Arrow, she does do good damage. You know, there's the bonus damage on that spell, so not bad at all.
That's the thing also with Dark Ranger opposed to the Pit Lord. She's a lot better at focusing the Blade Master just because she's ranged. And because hero damage is good against heroes. And the Pit Lord, of course, will have to run around more so than be attacking the target. Level 3 now for the Lich, but this may have given FoCuS the time to actually get the Granite Golem here. Happy did not feel confident to take the fight here without an invul. He has gotten an invul now. You really need that for the Lich. The good orcs are just way too strong at using the double disable with the Hex and the Stomp to make it so, yeah, hero FoCuS becomes much stronger. The item here, Medallion of Courage, is actually pretty nice for the TC, but much better stuff to be found.
Like, we saw the Shadowhunter getting focused so many times, so wouldn't you give it to the Shadowhunter for more HP and more mana?
Yeah, I think that would be a good... yeah, I would prefer that as well. But with that, he has 3 stomps. Otherwise, he only... he may still have 3.
Claws plus 12 for the Lich.
Oh my god.
Who's now plus 17. That's a good damage boost there.
Yeah, with his Dark Ranger and Lich, the hero FoCuS potential for Happy is pretty damn high.
Sick. But there's no disable. I mean, there's silence, but, you know, not Stormbolt, stun disable or anything. Level 3 on the Shadowhunter now, who still does not have the Medallion of Courage. We have Towers and the Shop coming up at the natural for FoCuS, as well as improved Warsong Battle Drums. No, okay, we have reinforced defenses as well, so a lot of resources went into upgrades and stuff that is not helping him right now. So this might be a good timing for Happy, who's up at 58 supply. Still the big mana potion, still an invul.
But finally FoCuS got the important level ups. He's got level 2 TC, he's got level 3 SH, most importantly. But still, this is a scary push by Happy. 58 supply. Blade Master revealing himself early. If he gets silenced here, this might be dangerous for him, having to use the heal potion already, but the silence was not there. So, who's gonna engage first here? Of course, ideally the Orc would love to fight with his shop and his tower, but it seems like that will be cancelled here. He wants to engage to buy time for his buildings, at least for the shop. And now Blade Master getting focused right away. Call Nova, focus fire. He has to use the healing potion, but look at the damage! Look at this damage, dude! He transfers the invul. With that, he will be safe and surviving. Going for the next hero FoCuS might be the SH. Good Stomp coming in from the TC, though. SH still in trouble. Invul potion on him as well. That was the last invul. Now he's going for the Blade Master, and that one can't be healed anymore. He bought a healing potion at that shop, but was just a little bit too late. And you see how crazy this hero's focus is with these items and these heroes. And now without the Blade Master, can the Orc do this somehow? He has the dust here. He's seeing the Fiends, but the SH dies to the Nova once again. The Storm was a little bit too late. And with a Blade Master, it's almost impossible. Without an SH, it's definitely impossible. The Cow is doing what he can. But I think that potential is pretty limited. The Kodo towards the left is probably gonna die, along with everything else. We have a 10 supply lead for Happy. Speed scroll now to get out of there. Does he maybe have money to buy back his heroes? One, perhaps.
He can definitely get the Blade Master, but he's rebuilding. Oh no, now he cancelled it. Calls for the GG, and we have the Equalizer. And as it oftentimes is the case, we go full distance between the two, and the level of play between them is just so... Every single small mistake just can decide a game. And in the end, you were right. The Shadowhunter loss was way bigger than the Slaughterhouse and Lich loss early on.
I also like how Happy adjusted his micro. When he has the Dark Ranger, then he goes for the hero focus, and it makes so much sense. You disable the healing, that makes the life of the opposing heroes already much more difficult, and don't underestimate those right clicks. He doesn't have the highest attack speed, but still, it's hero attacks that keep on coming in.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy indeed. So, game 3 is going to be Twisted Meadows.
In my opinion, the best Orc map we have in the pool. If I'm not mistaken, we also saw that on at Jera Cup. So I wonder what Happy vetoed. Isn't there Secret Valley?
Secret Valley.
Yeah, Secret Valley. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's the reason.
Kind of hard.
And then the other one, perhaps Terranos Stand.
Most likely, yeah.
Yeah.
What's the prize pool of this tournament? $100 for the winner, $50 for the runner-up, $25 for third and fourth place. Everybody who drops out of the group stage gets away empty-handed.
So, wait a minute. There we go. Yeah, really cool. I don't know. What do you think the other two players' chances are? Because with the way FoCuS and Happy are playing right now, I must say, I imagine they're gonna make it through. Like, both of them.
Czech always has good days. But yeah, you are kind of right with this. It would be a huge surprise if FoCuS or Happy drop in the group stage. I cannot imagine that, to be honest.
Of course, the win here is not going to be the ticket being punched yet to the playoffs. We'll still have to play against the winner of the other match between Sheik and Czech, which sounds like one of the most outmatched games we've had in quite a while. But maybe Sheik can be up for a surprise.
If he practiced, definitely possible. Also, with Czech, it always depends a little on how well he slept, how quiet and calm his daughter is, stuff like that. Yeah, since Czech is not only the uncle of Warcraft 3, but also a father who takes care of a little girl next to playing games. But you should be ready for this. Maybe the waifu had to take care of the baby for one day, so he could rest a lot.
Yeah, we haven't seen him in Jera Cups for quite a while. There was a time when Czech showed his face regularly, but not so much recently. And yeah, as you say, he can surprise in both directions. He can underperform and overperform.
Yeah, that's true.
So maybe she is not completely without chances today.
I'll leave you alone for 10 seconds to grab some water, and I'm gonna be right back.
So we start on Twisted Meadows, a really good orc map, especially for the tri-hero combo. Because you can always find creep camps here on Twisted. Almost unlimited number of neutrals. If you get the time and space, the TC will be level 3. The SH will be level 4, and the Blade Master will be level 5. If, of course, the Undead gives you that time. On other maps, on almost any other map, even if you have the time, you don't really have the creeps to get all the way there. Also on Twisted, expanding is a lot easier than on other maps. Way further away from the Undead. If FoCuS was to get this one right here, then Happy would have a very long road to get there.
I'm back.
In the Jera Cup final on Sunday, we saw on Echo Isles FoCuS playing a different strategy, the one that Lin used to play quite a bit in the past, with a TC second early walkers into expansion, with which he was successful. That could be a possibility here as well, but I haven't seen it in quite a while on Twisted. Seems to be a specialty nowadays for Echo.
Alright, they played Twisted on Sunday as well. There was actually the follow-up map to Amazonia, and Happy won that too. But very fast tech by FoCuS here, man. No shop, one burrow, one grunt tech.
Yep, that's as fast as it gets. With that, he can't really creep, otherwise getting jacked is too dangerous without healing, so he's probably just gonna get the circlet, maybe gonna go for the Tome of Experience. But more likely just gonna go for the little green camps, I would imagine. And the DK looking to harass. With the skeletons he can creep a little bit himself. Oh, he's actually running into the undead base. The narrow tower isn't done yet, but the tech hasn't started either. I think FoCuS was checking right there if Happy was being really greedy, teching on one ziggurat without a narrow tower. But that was not the case, so he didn't even commit.
The skeletons just canceled the shop in FoCuS's base. Okay, good job.
He's making it again, and he's making it in the back. I love this. I think this is so much better. In every push, the shop is always the first target, if the burrows do have reinforced defenses. And I've been saying this for weeks now. Please, orcs, make the shop in the back.
He's listening.
So, I hope he wins now, actually, because of this shop.
No bias here. We are neutral observers, as always. Except if Foggy plays at GCS, then not so much.
Still 0 experience here between the two heroes. Tech, as you said, really fast for the orc. And despite the fact that this is a fast tech for Happy, the orc is still much faster because of how damn quick the tech really is. Now he's going for the Tome of Experience attempt. If it's like yesterday, it's gonna be Agility Tome. No.
Do we start a new thing now that we really focus on tomes?
Well, you said they add up, Neo, and they make a difference.
They
didn't
do,
you?
Especially on Twisted. Like, there's so many of them. But yeah, almost 0 experience on the Blade Master. That will become a problem in the early mid game. But at the same time, DK level 1, 0 experience. So he's even worse than the Blade Master at the moment. Shop is up, and tier 2 is finished. But I think it will be a slower tier 2 at the moment, so just focusing on creeping.
I would assume so as well, considering how little creeping they both did. But Happy seems to have a different idea. He's still scouting everywhere, he's still trying to prevent creeping, but he should know, because he saw how late the shop was, he should know how fast the tech is. So SH must be right around the corner, but he's still gonna try to come in here for the harass. He's too late to steal the Null Warden. Goes towards the Blade Master here. And now the SH halfway done. And then at the latest then Happy will have to retreat. And now finally he admits, okay, enough harassment. Perhaps I should kill some neutrals as well.
Very slow start. 5 minutes in, still 2 level 1 heroes. Despite this being such a big map, they harassed each other and they checked each other out. What are you up to? What's your plan? How fast is your attack? Where are you going? So they know a lot about each other now, I figure. But in the mid game, I think the Orc should be the better creeper, so to speak. And he should have the advantage now. And FoCuS again going close to Happy's base and trying to steal experience there. I like it.
Ah, this is nice. And we oftentimes mention this, especially for Orc. There's almost no bad item here. Only the Lionhorn of Stormwind. Otherwise, I think everything else is good. Even that tankiness, you know? We saw last game how if the Orc heroes get focused.
1 armor.
No, I mean like the belt.
Ah, belt. Yeah, I thought the Lionhorn.
But he sold it. Boo.
Lich is coming, obviously. Slaughterhouse is up this time. Tier 3 tech halfway through. So Happy caught up in tech. They will hit tier 3 at the very same time. And it's now upgrade for FoCuS is at 31 supply. But still level 2 and level 1. Where's he going now? Mercam? Pretty hard to do, I'd say. And Happy is right around the corner.
He's gonna get a Berserker here as well. And there was a bit of a hate train going on by me against Berserkers for quite a while, but I think against the Destroyer push, they're actually really good. So I like this purchase in this matchup between these two players. Heal Potion and Cloak, not bad, not bad. The Lich is out now. Lich had been delayed by a lot in favor of the faster tech. And I think also the Slaughterhouse made sense as well with the DK being so low level, getting some solo experience. Did you see the little movement bug there? All the skeletons were stuck behind the forest.
No, didn't see it, but now I see Congo line of skeletons. Shadowhunter again. Focus number 1.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Okay,
No,
he has the mana. Yeah, of course.
Just about to say.
And once again, the two players here keeping each other on their heels. Skeleton scouting. Blade Master almost level 3, that's a big deal. Can use his Windwalk then to roam around, solo creep the SH. He's going home now for an orb. Is he going for a super ultra fast pit lord push? He does have the Ziggurat ready in a moment, but now he wants to creep Jack first. If he gets the last hit here on the Warlord, that would be the dream, but he doesn't have Nova, so it's almost impossible. And it goes towards the Orc. He gets the Flute. Not quite the greatest reward, but actually every unit for him survives, so that's pretty good. Blade Master trying to deal damage against the Fiends, and that's working pretty well. Hex against the DK, Coil disabled. Should have perhaps tried to use that earlier. Wanted, however, to give over the orb first. SH in trouble, he's getting focused, but he had the healing potion. And with that, he's healthy again. And he gets the second Fiend, and this is a great engagement here in the mid-game for FoCuS.
Throws another ensnare, so Happy has to stay close to his statue there. Kills a Raider with a coil, but that's about it. And yeah, this went a lot better for FoCuS than I expected. I thought the Hex might be a little too early for the DK, but he still made it work. And now, Tier 3 is there, Tier 3 TC is there. Kodos are coming. Blade Master, did he sell the Flute? Yeah.
Yeah.
Surprising to me, because there's gonna be Destroyers, obviously, and
yeah. But he only has
damage
one
on the Blade Master, and later on there will be Headhunters, so I don't know, does he need the gold right now?
I think that's his line of thinking. I just need stuff that gives me a lot right now. And a mana potion is gonna be better right now than a flute would be. He doesn't have a mana potion, he got something else, I'm not quite sure. Maybe just making more units. And this is an early Pit Lord push, and this SH is not level 3, that's the problem. But the Lich only level 1, so it's not all doom and gloom for FoCuS.
Destroyer upgrade is ready in 3, 2, 1, now. Let's see what he can do. Isle of Terror applied. Of course, no Dispel again. He's going for the DK right away. There's no TP on him. He wants to get rid of... Oh, nice stomp there. A little bit more disabled, but the Shadowhunter has to get out on the other side. No healing for him. And the TC is surrounded. Oh, Happy, you little micro god. He can't get him out there. Counter focus on the Lich, and the crit was sick, but the coil was sicker. And now the TC will fall. No stomp anymore.
Well done by Happy. He's keeping the DK all the way in the back so he can't get hexed. The SH has to be careful with how far forward he goes. The Kodo Beast doesn't get to eat. Signature Happy, perfect timing micro. Dodging the Devourer. SH in trouble again. But there's no Nova, remember. Blade Master now, he's the one getting focused. DK has one coil at the moment. Will have mana for a second one soon. SH! Now he falls to the coil focus fire. That is level 2 for the Lich. He surrounds the Kodo as well. That will give him back his Fiend. He doesn't have mana for Nova, but he doesn't need it either for this kill. And now only the Blade Master by himself without healing shouldn't be able to win this. He's getting revealed, he's getting coiled, and he will die perhaps to these Fiend shots. They're coming in. 3 HP.
That was pretty sick. I mean, if he would have lost the Blade Master now because the shop is in the back and not up front, I would have laughed my ass off. But he's still in the game. The question is he supposed to stay in this game? TC dead, Shadowhunter dead, Happy can level now. This fight was so sick from the young Russian. Not that young, but from the Russian. All the right answers. All the time.
Yeah, and winning a fight like that without Nova is so hard to do, even if the SH is only level 2. But yeah, Happy, we have come to realize that he's pretty good at microing. But he's going in again, FoCuS here with his army, which has pretty decent size. And there was a good stomp as well. Hollow Tower coming in a little bit late. Thanks to the stomp from the TC, he's getting focused here. He may be dying to the Fiend shots. Actually survives on 4 HP once again. Just slivers here. Well, there the coil comes in, so he will die in the end. Looked like FoCuS didn't even realize that he survived. Blade Master now, the one being focused once again. Kodo Beast tries to eat, doesn't quite get it off. That would be a big grab here if he can get it. Doesn't even have the Kodo upgraded aura yet. FoCuS has been under so much pressure this game. The Blade Master in trouble, and he will tap out GG. And in this duel of giants, it is Happy coming back and making it through.
Holy shit, there was a strong fight in front of his base there. That was next level